Things are definitely heating up in the West Ham world. Welcome back to the West Ham Network. My name's Anton, bringing you today another little cheeky story. Now, I know Russ has already spoken about it. I know he's told you about the bid that West Ham have made for Youssef Fofana, but I want to elaborate on it a little bit more, and I'll tell you why I think West Ham should push the boat out to bring this player in. Now, what we understand so far is that AC Milan have submitted their first offer for the current Monaco player and French international Youssef Fofana. But the league inside have already received a significantly higher offer from our beloved West Ham, according to reports yesterday. Now, according to reports, West Ham have offered Monaco more than twice as much as what Milan have offered for Fofana. So the opening offer from AC Milan is reportedly around about 17 million euros. And the player, who is now in his final year of his contract with Monaco, is expected to depart from Monaco by the end of the transfer window. Now, West Ham, on the other hand, have already matched Monaco's valuation of 35 million euros. In fact, apparently ours came at the same time as Milan's offer. Now, Milan had been hoping to negotiate a fee closer to the 20 million euros mark, given that the 25-year-old's contract situation and his contract is due to expire next season. And other interest from other clubs. You're even hearing about Arsenal, Manchester United, Atletico Madrid paying a bit of interest in the player. But Monaco have now decided to up their asking price. Now, what makes this whole thing interesting is that we're led to believe that Fofana wants AC Milan. There's a massive stumbling block. AC Milan don't pay the money, then is he willing to come and go under the Lopetegui guidance? Now, this is a player that's been on our radar at West Ham Network for a while. I'll tell you why. There's a guy who you all know, Dan Fandangles, who has gone on about him for well over a year. And he probably really kind of highlighted why he was such a player that would have been the perfect fit for West Ham. I understand it. I started paying attention to him. I started watching him a little bit more, and I thought, yeah, he does look like the real deal. And I could absolutely picture him in our midfield. He's an engine. He has got absolutely everything. You add that to the Alvarez in the middle of the park. My word, man, if that would shore up our midfield central defensive mindset in an abundance. Now, the player hasn't played every single game for France in the most recent Euros. He came on and made some sub appearances, but he did look the real deal when he came on from them internationally as well. And he really is, in my opinion, the real deal. He's one of those players that has gone under the radar quite a lot because he never played Champions League football for Monaco last season. But I'm going to start giving you the reasons why I think West Ham should push the boat out of their White Ham side and should head out to France and convince this player he is coming to our club. Now, he has played over 175 appearances for Monaco, scoring 7 goals and 15 assists. But his main position is in the centre of midfield, in particular in the defensive midfield area. And like I said earlier on, he is only 25 years old. He does have 1 year in his contract left, but I do think he is the real deal. I really, really do. He's played over 21 international games for France. Now, what are the attributes that make Fofana stand out? His game is characterized by his strong defensive skills, his exceptional ball distribution, his tactical intelligence on the ball, and his tactical intelligence of the game, his ability to adapt to various midfield roles, which enhances his appeal to many a club, including West Ham. And it makes him a strategic addition for any team that does manage to get the player signed on to their club. Now, his performances at Monaco have consistently highlighted his capacity to operate at the highest of levels, And that is now, being seen because many clubs around Europe want to bring him in. His statistics paint a picture of a highly versatile and effective midfielder over the past season. He's consistently demonstrated his ability to influence games both defensively and offensively. So even though we're talking about the central defensive mindset, he definitely can influence the game for a positive in moving forward. Now, his tackling success rate stands at an impressive 75%, highlighting his prowess in breaking up the opposition play. And his interception rate is equally up there, averaging 2.4 per game, which definitely shows that his reading of the game and his position in the game are at the highest standards. Now, his passing and ball distribution, his passing accuracy is another key aspect of his game that's caught the attention of many clubs and scouts. He's got a passing success rate of 87% over the whole games. He's not only reliable in possession, but he's also adept at distributing the ball under pressure, something I know many a club love. This is some skill set that Paqueta's got, for example, having the ball in tight spaces and being able to get out of those situations. His long ball accuracy is particularly commendable, with a success rate of 68%, indicating that his ability to switch play effectively and launch counter attacks, something we don't have. I'm not dissing him out, but something we don't necessarily have with Thomas Souček. Now, on top of all this, we all know that Thomas Souček is good in both boxes. I think Fofana is good in both boxes, but he offers us everything else in the middle of the park. Now, even though he's known for his defensive attributes, his offensive contributions are significant. I'll tell you why. He averages 1.2 key passes per game and has a total of 5 assists in the season. So that shows that he's got an underlying capability to create goal-scoring opportunities, whilst his dribbling success rate is 62%. So that adds another dimension to his game, allowing him to advance with the ball and take on opponents confidently. But again, if you just simply watch him, he is a no-nonsense, straight to the point, very good at the game that he plays, good understanding of the game of football, and just a no-nonsense midfielder, someone that I can absolutely see West Ham advancing. So what does it come down to? It comes down to Milan and West Ham and Monaco coming to an agreement. It comes down to West Ham to be able to convince Fofana that if we're going to pay the bucks for you, you can come to the club. You like commit to a season. Let Tim Steiden do his job. Let Tim Steiden cook, because we have got assets. We've got very good players that can attract other players. And if you can convince Fofanas to look at the world of Kuduses and Paquetas and Bowens, then you've got a chance. You've got a chance. This is why I think West Ham should bring in Youssef Fofana from Monaco, an all-round baller in the middle of the park, and I think he would advance the West Ham team. What do you think? Put it in the comments and let us know. And join us for the West Ham Daily later on this afternoon. Come on, you hands.